I don't want to. I don't want to slip up and give out personal information about that. But I've been coaching them since the 20th of this month. They came over and I was teaching them how to read price action and whatnot. And I've done a couple things each day, showing them consistently every single day, even during the holiday volume stuff, going in and nailing it. Getting near the highs and near the lows, and vice versa, buying and selling. And I'm trying to get him to learn how to trade. So he knows that I did this trade in here, and that little tiny little piece of a move was enough to make $2,100 on paper. Is it's holiday. I'm not trying to get out here and be stupid, right? So, but it proves the point. Just getting out there and looking for something that makes sense. Is there a narrative that you can exploit behind what price is doing at the moment? If you can't build a narrative as why price is doing what you think it should do to find a price run to profit off of, if you can't make that make sense in price action, chances are you're forcing a setup, you're gambling, and you're going to go on tilt. That means you're simply bored or you're being impatient and you're not following a model. You're gambling. You're letting the gambler drive the car and you're falling asleep like it's a Tesla driving you to the winner's circle. No, no way. If I'm going to be in the marketplace, I'm driving it. I'm the one doing it. Okay. I would never own a car that drives itself, and I would never let someone that's out of control drive my trading plan. And that is what I was at 20 years old. Trading plans and trading models were an alien concept to me then. Now it's all I consider. If there isn't a plug and play approach to what I see in price action, I've been here before. I know what it's doing. I know what it's trying to do here. I know it's going to use this type of manipulation. I know it's going to try to do this or that. That's how I can read every candle. And when I can't read every candle, I take a step back and say, I'm not interested. It's simple. I use the pre market hours. That's being 7 o'clock to 9:30 in the morning. I'll watch during those times. And if I'm really dialed in and I'm calling every candlestick's fluctuation and I'm really in rhythm with it, I know I'm going to destroy the opening range and I'm going to probably get the low of the day or the high of the day and just rip the market apart. But if I'm not able to do that in pre market hours, then I'm going to wait probably till 10 o'clock. So I'll let the first 30 minutes trade. See how beneficial that is knowing that? Now, if you're not someone that considers the marketplace before 9:30 and you're not considering what the market's done between 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern time to 9:30 open, that's a plethora of opportunities in and of itself there. But for setting the tone for what the market should and shouldn't do, how it should behave, how it should deliver after 9:30 opening bell, there's no better resource than determining what the pre-market's done. In this case, this market ran up straight up during pre-market session just to get to an old December 23rd displacement fair value gap after a turtle soup. So those things matter. And I don't want you to take my word for it. It's not cherry picking. If you go back and look at a lot of my old trades that were recorded and placed on X, I'm using these types of things sometimes. You're never going to be taught that in those little snippets in those videos, but that's sometimes the answer to your question. Why did I pick that fair value gap? Chances are it was probably one of these. The concept of first presentation is important. It's very important. And if you understand what you're looking for, there's logic behind it. Look how many seriously, I've watched over the course of this month that just passed in December. And I said to my brother-in-law, I said to my best friend I grew up with, and my children, I said, "Look how often the first presented fair value gap is just hammering opportunities after next, after next, after next, over and over and over again." And I know some of you are thinking, like, "This is crazy. This is crazy." Right. If they're gonna change the algorithm, why is it still working? If they changed it, why is that still working? They're not gonna change it, okay? I promise you. I have no intentions of making any changes. So, hopefully, this is starting to make a little sense to you, and you're learning. Right, folks? I will talk to you when I talk to you. I can't promise when it is gonna be, but I absolutely will be back live streaming, calling the market live, candle by candle on February 10th of this year, 2026. Lord willing, I will touch base with you on X whenever I get in a moment, but just don't expect a whole lot of correspondence with me between the 10th and now. Okay, so if I can, I will, but if I can't, I'm just doing what I do normally every year. Until I talk to you next time, be safe.